All right. Happy Thursday, I think it is. I don't really know what day it is. I think it's Thursday, but happy day. I am so excited. Jess is taking a picture for her Instagram story, probably. I already know. I already know. Um,
Guilty.
Guilty. But I'm so excited because you guys are on tonight because you guys are promoting this month. And like, I'm just pumped up because I have Jess on. And if you have never heard from Jess, she is incredible. I met her, well, technically, we met like because I was in a push page, whatever, and there I just messaged a bunch of people that looked my age, and I was like, hey, like let's push to Emerald together. And a year and a half later, we still talk. But we met for the first time officially last month. And it was wonderful, and I'm in love with her, and it's all fine. But she is incredible. She is going double diamond probably like tomorrow because she's so close. And she is just amazing. So I'm so excited for you guys to hear her tips, hear everything she has to give to you. But we just really want to breathe that belief into you because we know from our experience that no matter how far it seems, you can always hit your promotion. I don't know like the craziest thing Jess has done, but like for us, we've done 3,000 in a day for our promotion. So like wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. You can absolutely still hit it. So Jess, whatever you got, give it to us.
Okay, I kind of made like a list just to try to keep my thoughts organized. The number one thing about me is that I like kind of go off on tangents. So Courtney, if you notice, I'm like, just pull me back in.
All right.
Anyways, I'm Jessie. Thank you so much for having me on this call tonight. I'm excited to talk with all of you. You have one of the most amazing leaders in this entire company. I always tell people that after I talk to Courtney, like I like give her a goal and she like amplifies it times 10. I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to go Ambassador Diamond. And she'll be like, and do you want to have a house in the like Cayman Islands? And like, I don't know. She just makes me dream bigger. And she's one of those people that like you have to keep her energy around you. And you are going to go very far in this business. So I just want you guys to know that you have an amazing upline. And she has been incredible to me as a sideline. So I can only imagine what she does for you guys as your leader. Okay, so first things first, just take like the possibility of it not happening off the table. Like this promotion is happening. I don't care what you have to do for it to happen. It's happening. That's the number one thing about promoting. You have to say it every single day. So last week I was actually in California all week for spring break. And I remember just like a couple times throughout the week where I would just like panic. I'd be like, I haven't really had a lot of time to work. Like I'm stressing about this. Like, can I still make it happen? And then every time like I would just kind of have to like pull myself back in. And then I would just say, like, I'm double diamond, I'm double diamond, I'm double diamond, as many times as it took me to, like, snap out of it and believe it. Because, I mean, I am a huge, like, I'm a huge believer in my faith, and I think that things happen according to God's plan, but I also think that what you put into the universe is what you're going to get back. So whatever you want, say it in the mirror every morning, put little notes all over your house. I know it's later in the month, but it's never too late to do that. This is my favorite, actually. My background is, like, this little double diamond thing. So like whatever your goal is, you're looking at it every 5 seconds. You're pulling your chart out every morning, every night. You're updating it. There you go. There you go. You're updating every time you get another order. Know exactly how much volume you need. I know it's not the 25th yet, so I know everything is kind of just like a ballpark until then. But I have been using my volume from last month and just adding to that. And then on the 25th, I'll go in and edit everything. So yeah, just a little bit about me. My name's Jessie. I'm a college student. I'm a junior in college. I go to Missouri State University. I am a diamond right now, but I am 990 away from double diamond. So like I said, know that number. And yeah, so I will be double diamond by the end of this month, and that will be changing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kind of going to go down the line. There's not really any certain order.
You go.
So my next tip that I want to give you guys is that no order is a 30 BV order. Upsell, upsell, upsell. And I know that like a lot of times people are intimidated by this. Do not be. Once you get their information, don't be afraid to ask them if they want to add something that's going to be like complementary to the product that they already got. Because first of all, a lot of times when people are telling you they want to lose weight, it's going to take more than one product to get them that serious results that they want. You want them to get good results because that's going to make them a happy customer and a returning customer, but you also want that higher value. I always say, like, to put it in perspective, a 400 box, you could have 4 100 BV orders, or you could have like 20, 30 BV orders, which is easier to use. So, whenever I'm trying to promote, I will really start pushing like higher volume things. So like I'll push like triple threat, or I'll push like the system. The system is like the best sale that you can get. It's like 110 BV. Amazing. But like, for example, if I'm selling the keto coffee, they're getting the chocolate greens with it, especially because I know for people like me that don't like coffee by itself, they're not going to like the coffee by itself. And I don't want them to be like pissed off when they get it in the mail. So I'm always making sure, like, if they like flavored coffee, I'm getting them to get the chocolate greens with it. Or if they really want to lose a lot of weight, get them on the coffee and the TFX. I don't know if you guys, there was a Zoom by Stephanie and Joel Dunn where they talked about like the level upsells. This script has been absolutely incredible for me. So I'm going to send it to Courtney after the Zoom so any of you guys can use it. She can get that to you. Basically what it is, it's when you do a ThermaFight host-to-post, it's kind of just a way to message the people and get them buying more than the ThermaFight. So it'll basically ask them, how much weight are you actually wanting to lose? And then when they give you that, it gives you like what you could send them for each option. So like one is like 10 to 20 pounds and it's just like ThermaFight or Cleanse and ThermaFight. But if you go to like the further ones when they want to lose more, it's like the keto coffee, chocolate greens, and ThermaFight and stuff like that. And that's just getting those bigger BV orders in, which is going to make your promotion happen a lot faster and a lot easier on you. Let's talk about Instagram story for a second. So I know that a lot of times I see, maybe you guys don't do this, but people on my team do this a lot, so I'm going to touch on it. A lot of times I'll see people just like screenshotting other people's stories and using that as their Instagram story. That's okay sometimes, but I really want to touch on the importance of like showcasing you with the products. Something that works really well for me is when I do those like talking videos, whether it's like while I'm making my coffee or I'm just talking about the ThermaFight X or if I'm talking about the business opportunity. Almost every time I do that on my story, I sign a distributor or customer. Opposed to if I just screenshot someone else's story, sometimes I never even get a response from that. I don't even get votes in the polls when I do that. People want to see you. They want to see that you use the products. They want to see what it's done for you. So don't be afraid. And the cool thing with doing it on your Instagram story is that you can take it multiple times. So if you don't like how you sound, you can start over again. Every time I do one of those, I can't tell you how many times I like delete the video and start over. Sometimes I will like totally mess up and not even care. I'll just post it anyways. I've kind of realized that like the more real you are, the more that people are going to relate to you too. Like people want to know that you don't have to be perfect to do this business. And that's something that I've had to learn too. So it took a little getting over myself when it comes to that. I know sometimes people are nervous about that, but I'm telling you that it's so worth it. Okay. I have this written word for word, host to post out the ass.
Yeah. That's true though.
So I'm going to just touch on a few like tips for that. Do you guys have your friends list printed? Give me like a thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. I have been going through it that way. And honestly, if you are on my Facebook friends list, like you're getting a message from me. And the good thing about friends list is you can kind of like do a clean while you're at it because you can see who you've messaged before. If they haven't responded, I go, okay, if they don't respond to my host post message, I just delete them. I don't know if Courtney has a different system for that, but I figure
that's how I
if they're not going to answer me when I'm offering them free stuff, they're not going to be interested anyway. So I just delete them. They're taking up space on my friends list. But I usually start at the bottom because I'm like, if you've been friends with me since 2009 and you haven't done a host to post for me yet, like you got to go. So that has been a big thing for me. And then I kind of have like a system. So I actually don't even have it printed right now. I just have it in a Word document on my like desktop. And then I highlight who I've messaged for host to post, or I put like DT next to them if they're one of my DTs, or like if I interacted with them. Sometimes if there's like a couple friends from high school that I have on my timeline that I don't want to delete, but I don't necessarily want to message them either, I'll just go through and interact so they'll see my stuff more. But honestly, I've just been deleting everyone from high school lately because like if I'm not going to message you, you don't really have space on my timeline.
That's what I did this past week and I was like, wow, I actually feel a lot better about myself like deleting you.
It's like, you gotta go. I'm sorry. I don't care if we were friends in 6th grade.
Yeah.
So definitely use your Facebook friends list. If you don't know how to do that, reach out to Courtney or even me and I can show you how to do that. It's super easy. Now you're getting to the time where you're going to have to be pulling out your follow-up list to keep that close to you. Following up is going to be key towards the end of the month because I find it's a lot easier to get people to sign when you talk to them before than when it's the first conversation. So just make sure you're keeping that close. That's obviously a given one. You guys already know that. Okay, so this is a big tip of mine. When it comes time to you being close to a promotion, I kind of just like to keep a list of all the family and friends that haven't ordered from me yet in the back of my head. So whenever I was in the beginning of this business and I wasn't really close to a promotion, I was hesitant to ask them to buy things. But now it's like, if you're my family and you've been watching me do this for 2 years and I'm a couple orders away from double diamond, like you can help me get that. So I have this list of like family and friends that haven't ordered from me yet. And I just kind of keep it there just so that when I'm really close, I can pull it out and I can be like, look, and this is like the last couple days of the month. So when you're pushing for that last little bit of volume, I'm usually just like, look, I am super close to a promotion. You've been watching me do this for 2 years now. I know there's something that you want to try. and then usually like grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever you can get, cousins even, signed up through that. And I mean, like, I've done that with every promotion, and then if they like said no to me or they kind of ignored me, I'm keeping them for when I go Double Diamond. I'm gonna be like, look, you're my cousin, you better support me right now. A good one that I have is to go to the Connect app. So the Connect app makes messaging your old customers so much easier. So sometimes when it comes to promoting, it's just that we need that volume boost. So here's a couple ways that you can message all your current customers about things to kind of get your volume up. So if you haven't sent out a message to all your old customers about all of our new products that we just launched, make a quick little message about that, send it through the Connect app, and I guarantee you a couple of them are going to place an order for something, whether it be like the Keto Coffee K-Cups or the new Hydrate or whatever it might be. They're going to see something on that list that stands out to them, and they're going to be like, oh, I'm already a loyal customer, like I have the discount, so they're going to order. If you don't want to do it that way too, this is something that my upline, Ashley, she's great. She's a Triple Diamond. This is what she has taught me to do. So when you're looking at a promotion and you need to like finish off 400 boxes and stuff like that, go see what customers are under that 400 box. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do it, but you can do it. And then message all of them and just do a quick little message like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that our Fat Fighters are on sale for $25 right now. They block fat and carbs from cheat meals, and they're really, really good for like when you're trying to lose weight, maintain weight, whatever. Just like a quick little message like that. And then just be like, do you want me to place an order for you? A lot of times you'll get people ordering that way too. That's just kind of a good way to like boost your current volume. That's everything I have written down.
That was a lot.
I'm sorry.
No, it was good. I love it. A lot of things I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I'm like,
the Connect app makes messaging customers so much easier. Because I used to send out an email whenever, like when something like this was happening and I knew that I needed that extra volume. But I feel like email is just not as effective as when they're getting that text message right in front of them. So the Connect app makes that so easy, you guys. It's right there. All you have to do is type out the message and send it.
Yeah, I did that when ThermoFight X came out. I sent it to all my customers at that time, and I think I had like 12 people order. Like
it's just like a nice little volume boost.
Yeah,
even if it's not by like 400 boxes, especially with the new minimums with promoting. So like how you need a minimum of 2,000 for Ruby or 5,000 for Emerald. That's just a good way to just get your volume up.
Yeah. We'll take all the volume you can get. So I just kind of wanted to, well, first off, thank you for all of those tips. That was incredible. So I already always love you. I'm always like, oh my God, you're incredible. I literally message, like, I think about messaging her every day, and I'm like, okay, I probably shouldn't, because she's probably going to be like, oh, there's
when you talk to me.
Good. She's my spirit animal, but she doesn't know. So I just want to talk about, like, your mindset of promoting, because I feel like that is the biggest part of promoting, and it's the simplest but the hardest. So it's super simple to do, but it's very, very hard to keep yourself in that mindset. So through my almost 3 years of a business, I've been through 5 different promotions, and each one was more stressful than the last. And that I'm not saying that in a bad way or like, oh my gosh, like never promote again, but it's just like the bigger your promotion, the more team you have and the bigger things you need. So, and by more stressful, it just means it took more intentional work of my brain. So when you're going for promotion, you need to be so dead set that you're promoting. So like Jess said, like take the idea of it not coming together. You need to take it off the table, because this second that you let that creep in, being like, oh, well, like if I don't do it this month, I'll be sad, but I can't, like I can do it next month. Yes, you could do it next month, but would you rather have that paycheck this month or next month? Like you can do it this month and then you can promote to the next one next month. So no matter how far away it seems, or if you're like, okay, Courtney, like, yeah, this all sounds great, but like I need 3,000 volume. Awesome. I've brought it up 10 million times. Emma and I, between the two of us, got 3,000 BB in a day. Literally like 20 hours.
Last month I watched Jordan pull off 1,000 in a day for her diamond. And then when I went Emerald, I pulled off over 1,000 on the last day of the month. So I know that it can happen. It can happen for all of you.
Yeah, it's truly is. It's not a matter of, oh, well, I remember when I first was promoting, I was like, oh, but I'm not as pretty as Morgan McIntyre, or I don't have the same following that Courtney Bohr does, or any of that. And it's not that at all. It's truly just the mindset that they get in of, I'm going to do whatever the heck it takes to make this promotion happen. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if I have to be up for 48 hours straight. The promotion is coming together. And you need to be so dead set on it and not let it scare you, and know what you're like, know exactly what you need, so that every single time something comes in, you just cross it off and you're like, sweet, this much closer, and be like thankful that God is doing this. And like it's so weird, but like there's a feeling you get, and I'm sure just like, too, like there's like a feeling you get when you're like, oh my gosh, like it's coming together. Like it's actually happening. It's actually going to come together. And I want you guys to have that feeling and try to get that feeling every day. Because when you work out of that feeling and you're like thankful that God is coming, like making it all happen, it's so much easier to work and bigger things will come to you. What are you going to say?
I have to just say so much amen to that. As someone I've went through plenty of promotions myself, but also, so my best friend she joined this business with me a few months after I started, and we weren't really friends at the time. We had went to high school together, but she's my absolute best friend now. We live together. Like she's my person. She went diamond last month, and I just remember like the last day of the month, just watching everything fall and like the light go off in her head. Like it was like, oh my God, like God wants this for me. Like this is happening. And I watched her cry like 4 times. And I just want to tell you guys, like when you get to this point where you have this team and they're promoting too, there is no better feeling in the freaking world. Like your own promotions are cool, but you watch these like teammates of yours that you've brought into this business and that you've kind of like invested in, and you watch like everything that they deserve come to life. And it's so much better than your own promotion. I wish I could describe how that felt. I'm gonna cry like talking about it right now, because she's my absolute best friend, and she's honestly one of the greatest people on the whole entire planet. And she's also like completely financially independent from her parents, and I know that this like going diamond for her was going to be like a huge game changer for bills and everything else, and it just like meant so much to me watching it happen for her. And another side note to that, I just want to make sure that you guys know you're only in control of you. So I know that this is a hard lesson that I had to learn, and I'm sure that Courtney can agree. Sometimes you get mad at people when they're not sometimes you get mad at people when they're not working as hard as you are, or you get mad at your team because they're not signing customers, or you don't see them getting people to do host to post, or you get mad at them because you know they're not working. I just want you guys to know that you have to love them even when they're not putting in the effort. I'm not saying drag them along with you. I'm just saying you are only responsible for you and the actions that you do. The only thing that you can do is put 110% in every day and hope that your team follows. I was an angry leader after I went Emerald because it all fell apart because I was the only one that was giving 110%. And then I was pissed at everybody else, and a lot of those people quit. So I had to learn the hard way that is not the way to lead a team. And so I just want this to be like on your guys' minds for after you promote, because especially when bonuses and things like that are attached, sometimes people get angry when things start to fall apart. You just have to know you can only be in control of you. You can only lead by example, and you can only do your best. So don't get mad at people when they're not. Maybe they just haven't caught the vision the way that you have yet. You just have to pray and hope they will. But I will tell you that if I go to eSuite right now, it's going to tell me that I have like, I'm going to look for the exact number actually, because it shows you in Connect. It's going to tell you that I have hundreds and hundreds of distributors. I can name 15 to 20 that actually work, and I can name 5 that work like to promote. So yeah, let's look at the exact number, because I could literally tell you the people I have that actually, okay, I have 247 distributors underneath me total.
Yeah, I have 413.
And literally I probably 15 of 20 of them like work to where like they're actually going to promote because they actually put in the effort.
Yeah. So, and just know, here's what I want you guys to know too. I'm so thankful that as weird as it sounds, I'm very thankful that my actual enroller quit because I was never held accountable for anything. But I'm glad that Lindsay never was upset at my first effort, because I didn't do anything, literally nothing, for the first year and 10 months. I would post maybe once a week. I was still in the chat. I still was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. But like, I never did anything until something happened where I was like, yep, I'm in. And then from that point, 9 months later, I was double diamond. So you never know when it's going to click, when that person's just going to run and you're going to be like, what the heck?
My upline is a triple diamond now, and I saw her check from last month. It was a presidential diamond check. Like, it wasn't a triple diamond check.
Oh my God.
When she joined, she didn't work for 7 months, didn't do a single thing. So you just have to know that, like, sometimes it's going to take people a while, and they're going to watch you, and then it's finally going to click. So just be patient. Don't be mad at them, because then you're going to push them away, and it could be your next ambassador diamond whenever it finally clicks for them.
Yeah. Just love them wherever they are. But like honestly, the one thing that if you get anything from this Zoom, just act as if and feel as if there is 100% chance you're promoting this month. Like, you need to be so sure, like, as sure as that you're, like, are you going to eat tomorrow? Yes, you're going to eat tomorrow. Are you going to promote this month? Yes, you're going to promote this month. Like, the exact same confidence in that happening is how confident you should be in your promotion. Because when you're working from that point of like, I know it's going to happen, I don't know how, you don't need to know the how. You don't need to know when it's all going to come together and how it's going to come together and who's going to get what. You just need to know that it is, and things will start falling. It'll start coming together. So you just need to give it everything you have and be willing to do whatever the heck it takes, and just be in that mindset that it's going to come together, and it will. And the feeling when you know that you gave it all you had and you promote, it is truly the greatest feeling in the world. And like, it's so weird. Like, just, I don't know if you know this. I think everybody, let me look at everyone on the Zoom. Other than one person on this Zoom, everyone is less than 3 months old in this business.
I love that.
Yeah. So like, it's, you guys are all so new, and like, you don't know really what you have your hands on yet. You're just like bliss on, what's that called? Ignorance on bliss? I was going to say bliss on fire, and I was like, that's definitely not the right.
It's ignorance on fire, but yeah.
What did I say? Ignorance on bliss? Oh my God. Hi, I've sent too many messages. Ignorance on fire. That's what you guys are. And it's so good. Like, that's the best thing. The thing I was thinking of, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. That's what I was trying to say. 8,000th time is a charm. But just know, like, just go for it, because when you hit that promotion, like, you're going to fall in love with yourself more, with your team more, with the company more. And it's just like the greatest feeling in the entire world. Like, I truly, it's like undescribable. Like, when you see like the paid as rank change in eSuite, you're like, oh my God, it's real. I remember the first time I saw Double Diamond, I was like, Lindsay, I think it broke. And she was like, no, you just promoted. And I was like, oh my God, like, you guys, it's the greatest feeling ever. And just, I want you to feel that excitement before it comes. Because when you're working out of that excitement, don't work out of desperation of like, oh my God, I just need 800 volume or whatever it is. Like, you can't work from that. You just got to work as if it's happening, and things are going to come together. So, yeah, Jess, do you have any final tips? Otherwise, I'm going to end the recording.
I just want you all to know you can do it. I believe in you. Courtney believes in you, and you're in the right place at the right time. So just believe it every single second, and I can't wait to see the little graphic promotions for all of you guys at the end of the month.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much.